So what is it gonna be about?
Keeping yourself up, self-care,
Our
struggles.
Why you gotta do that?
So it would be, I'm gonna talk about how I struggle with your ass keeping your damn hair.
Why? Hey.
What?
Save it for the show.
The sky turns gray against a fiery display of red and golden hues, like the day I fell for you. So what will you do when the sun begins to fall? I'm waiting here for you. Won't you answer my call? Don't you
I said I'll see if your titties is on the screen.
Oh hell no! You be putting me on blast.
You see, your titties ain't on
You
screen.
y'all see this connection. He is always trying to embarrass me.
Scratch your titty. Let me see.
I'm not.
What?
No, because I don't have on a bra.
Let me see. You can't see me scratching my titty.
Yes, my stuff is up here. You can see that.
Okay, go.
No, I don't need to give nobody a show over here.
Well, just watch the intro and you got a show. Welcome back to Love Social. As you can see, if y'all watched the last episode, we in the same clothes. We didn't feel like changing.
Of course
we normally do changes between the sets, but like it's midnight. It's already tomorrow.
We are working parents.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we don't stink or nothing. This is all, we recorded both episodes in one night. So I just want to put disclaimer out there. Like,
oh my goodness, man. You have multiple podcasts and you can record multiple episodes in one take and you guys don't change clothes. Mm-hmm. We're fine.
Anyway, what's the next episode about?
So today's episode is about self-care, basically keeping yourself looking good for yourself, for your own self-confidence, as well as looking good for your partner and why that is important.
Yes.
So I'll start off because when I first met you, you had this nice, what is it called? What's the haircut called?
A taper?
Yeah, I guess. If that's what it's called. You had this taper. It looked nice.
Oh, I used to do mid-phase. You talking about like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I kid you not, he would get his hair cut, and 2 days later, it looked like nothing was ever done to that head. That's how fast his hair grows. And so from the get-go, it was like, nah, bro, we need to do something about your hair. Because I would call him...
Money was Wolfgang.
Yep.
Yeah, Wolfgang Paco.
Sure would.
What money was tight. So, now I get my hair cut twice a month, but every 2 weeks. But back in the day,
every 2 months.
It got bad, bro. I just learned how to cut my own shit.
We sure did. We did go through a period where you got you some clippers and you started practicing and I would do the back. I mean, I think you did a great job, though.
Yep, I stopped cutting my hair in 2018, I think.
Probably when we found your barber.
Yep. Shout out to Dex.
But yeah, that was tough. So to me, when I don't like something, I don't want to just. Well, I guess I did tell you look like Wolfgang Paco, but I didn't want to discourage or, diminish his confidence too much. So one of the things that I encouraged you to do was get your hair cut often. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. Another thing I didn't really care for was the way.
Wait, how you just gonna jump? You jumping? How many minutes we've been on air for 3 minutes and 53 seconds. You already on here tearing me down.
I'm not tearing you down because it's all out of love. But anyway, the other thing that I didn't really care for is your attire. And I say that because everything that you wore, I had already seen online previous to us even dating. So it was like, you're just recycling the same clothes.
She's just a stalker. That's what she's saying, basically. Because, I obviously wearing around her didn't think she saw it.
So I don't know what time, and you probably know better than me, when Beyonce's Upgrade You came out. But I was like, baby, let me upgrade you.
I might know better than you. You a fan.
Because you know when the CDs and stuff come out around the time.
CDs. And listen to my kids in the future. Kiara, Ava, and Amaya, listen to how whack your mama is.
When the single
CDs.
Upgrade You came out.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's how I felt. I was like, I got to upgrade my baby. He got to step out. Because I don't ever want to step out the house and I look better than him.
Well, to my defense, I have never been a materialistic person. So
Me neither.
my charm lies in, well, just me. I'm just charming,
That's facts.
Um,
However,
That never slowed up the bitches, like, I mean, no disrespect. No, I ain't gonna call y'all beautiful queens. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the beautiful queens. But what I'm saying is, I still was able to pull in my U.S. Association, U.S. Polo Association.
Yep.
I would be at parties. I would be at the college parties in my Kroger uniform. I would wear my Meyer shirts like regular clothes. Like,
man, you wrap them things around your head. I seen all the pictures,
Man,
but you was in the time of the white tee, so you always had one of those fresh.
Well, not necessarily. I mean,
God.
it's pictures online of me in union worker shirts, at parties. The good, like, really, like, I had zero sense of style. All I knew was to like match this something on my clothes. Anyway, something on my clothes. I had to match my shoes. That's how I thought about it. But I wasn't opposed to hand-me-downs. Shout out to my big brother-in-law, rest in peace, Shondell. He used to give me all of his clothes, and he had style. So
Yep.
I used to have some big ass,
Sure did.
big ass jeans. This back when it was
Swallowed
baggy.
them.
Excuse me. I'm just saying, fashion wasn't a big deal to me, and like I said, I was never committed to any one female, so it didn't really matter to impress like that, But I always thought I was thoughtful, I was funny, and that got me by for a long time. So
It did. Yep. But still, I wasn't materialistic. To this day, I don't wear name brands, but whatever I wear, I make it look good. It could be from Walmart. I'm
this
gonna
chick.
make it look good.
Man, hold on, you talking about make it look good?
I'm gonna make it look
when
good.
I first met you, when you walked out to your dorm, your apartment, and you was coming to the parking lot, y'all, let me put the camera. Y'all see Kiara ain't got no. I'm glad you looking to the side. She ain't got no bridge or nothing up there. It just come right out of her eye sockets into a dot, and she got the nerve. She got the nerve. It's like cartoon nose. She got the audacity to come out of her apartment with these big ass space goggles that were like this big. And
they were fashionable sunglasses.
And her little nose was like this in the middle. and then she got, I said, take that shit off. This was the first time I met her in person. We had started kind of talking on the phone and sending pictures and stuff for like 2 weeks before we met in person. And so when we finally met in person after meeting online, I was like, this was before Catfish. So I'm about to get Catfish. And she had these big ass glasses on. And, you had some little quirks about you that I didn't like. You used to love your little, what's them goddamn things, them cat suits. You used to pop off.
That's what the hell I got on right now.
Yeah, but see, that's in now. I'm talking about them that you had this big jean bell bottom one that.
Yes, I love. Now you tell me. That was one of my favorites.
Exactly. That's why I never said that, because it was one of your favorite. Yeah, if I wouldn't have known better, you probably was putting T-shirts over the top and making it look like you had on fair jeans. But you had your little quirks about you. Certain hairstyles I didn't like, but I didn't mind. I mean, I like everything you do to your hair, but I was speaking of your hair. Actually, This is a perfect segue.
Yep.
It has been 5 years since you. Hold on, I gotta cue up the music. 5 years since you did the big chop.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. 5 years later, baby.
Yeah, and as you can see,
it's all twisted up right now, but yeah.
It's twisted up and it's a different color.
Real. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right.
Well, I mean, y'all remember when we did the couple episodes back, we dyed our hair, and I haven't dyed it since and just maintained it. So I must mean our shit ain't growing. But Kiara's is, because hers is like all her roots is black. My hair, I don't even think Dex ain't even had to do nothing to it. Like it's just still the same. Like, I think it's done. I think I'm at that age where I'm about to start balding.
Nah, you got a lot of it. You just got the tips dyed now.
Yeah, but no, we are all like natural over here. We don't put chemicals in the girls' hairs and stuff like that. But one of the things that I thought was sexy, I'm not opposed to you cutting your hair again. I thought that was a real sexy look. But I think when we moved from Michigan to Washington, that was an opportunity for us to refresh and reset. And so, yeah, when you cut your hair off, I think you gotta out of nowhere, you got a lot of confidence out of nowhere. And that was kind of like the start of the change in you. But you got a lot of confidence out of nowhere. You did get more sexy. I know that's hard to say.
That is
and we
weird.
talk about like having your keep up for your man or your woman or whatever like that, in the spirit of this topic. I wasn't sure how it was going to translate initially when you said you was going to cut your hair, just because I had been used to you doing your raps and stuff like that, and just, doing your perms and all of that jazz. So I was actually kind of shocked. I thought it was like, it's sexy because you have the body type to pull off the hair too, and I always thought that Jada Pinkett look,
yes.
the short haircuts.
Long.
Yeah.
From Fresh Prince.
I always thought that was sexy, especially if you have the face to pull it off. And since you ain't got no, that's why they call you pumpkin, because you got like
I just have a
face.
round head.
Yeah, bouncy bald head. You pulled it off, and I think you got even more sexy. Now, I know a lot of couples struggle with, because I'll be honest, when you finally get somebody, things let go, right?
That's right. Yep.
You're not as skinny as you once was. You don't get as nice. Look, not saying you, but I'm just saying generally speaking, like you don't get dressed up and go out, or you start making, it's not wrong. It's more sensible moves. Like, well, I'm grown now. Why I need to get dressed up to sit around the house? Mm-hmm. Versus like back in the day when you were still courting, you was always dressed and ready to go because you never knew when the day was going to come when you was going to go on a date or whatever the case may be, and you just always was ready. But now it's like, okay, I know what I'm expecting, and so I ain't got to look good. I ain't got to put on no nice clothes, wear no cologne and stuff like that. And I think like when we first started dating, we were kind of like that. Once we had kind of settled in and got comfortable, and then I think for me, I started caring more about how I looked once I got with you. Because like I said, before I got with you, like I said, it wasn't like
you threw on whatever was in sight.
Yeah, and if it matched, and I just really shopped for what I thought looked nice. Like I've never spent more than $100 on a pair of shoes, never, and I still won't. It's the stupidest shit ever. Yeah. I'm not walking on $150. I'm putting it in my bank account.
Hello, ching ching.
Yeah, where the air horn at? But
bypass.
Hold on, no, I got this one. Okay. But yeah, no, I'm just not. I just don't believe in the shoe thing. No disrespect to anybody else that does, but like I right now I buy shoes off of Amazon.
Yep.
But
they're comfortable.
Exactly, and they're nice, and I get a lot of compliments on them. And plus, at this point, I don't think it matters.
I also think you just got to a point where you were tired of me complaining, to the point where not only did you start cutting your hair consistently, but you also talk about what's it called? Thread beats.
Oh, threads beats. Oh
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was so tired of the way, like, I don't care that he doesn't wear name brand. I don't care what kind of shoes he wears. I just want him to look nice. And whatever nice looks like on him, I'm for it. So talk about Thread Beats.
Well, shout out to Thread Beats, because I remember, I did the subscription service with Thread Beats. And for those of that that don't know, Thread Beats, those that don't know.
It's late.
Yeah, who you telling? And I got cotton mouth like a motherfucker. Yeah, it's the same black raspberry sparkling water from the last episode. But Thread Beats, I did do that for a few months, and that really taught me to get some fashion. I think before I didn't really have a swag to me or whatever. I always just relied on my wit, and my hair. I thought, I got a nice braid of hair is pretty. That was always kind of like my end with the girls, and then I would just be funny. And I think no woman can say no to being funny. That's why I think Jay-Z is probably with Beyonce, because he ugly, but I mean,
he's smooth.
Even though he said ain't nothing but ain't no such thing as a
ugly billionaire.
Yeah, he said I'm cute. Hey, yeah, you is cute. Yeah, I guess, but no, he's still ugly. He's ugly, but he's probably a funny guy. He's a Sagittarius.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a Sagittarius, and Beyonce's a Virgo.
Shout out to that.
Just
the
like
Carters.
us.
That's right.
Yeah, just like us. So I think for me, that was just always my end, and I never felt like I needed to really care about like if I'm wearing name brand shoes or something like that. I definitely feel like when I put name brand on, it elevates me, but like not to the point where it's like it would make a difference. Like my game is my game. Like I never really relied on the clothes, but after I started doing that Thread Beast, I did get a sense of style and confidence, and then you know they would send me shoes periodically, and shoes I would normally pick out. Like I got some Pumas and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is different, you know. But the shirts they were sending me, there was like some different kind of fashion shirts, some different cool different pants that I wouldn't normally buy because I'm just go in the store and grab this solid pair of jeans. But they started sending me ripped up pants, and then I canceled the subscription because I kind of got an idea of the style I liked, and yeah, now I just wear. I mean, I showed this in the last episode. I'm showing it again. You know, now I'm into this like graphic tee thing. I rock graphic tees to my office with a blazer and some, you know, some tennis shoes or whatever. Like, you know, I'm just more comfortable now. And that's probably got a lot to do with the hair now.
Could be.
You know, now that I got this dyed hair, I'm rocking hoops. I feel like a fucking rock star, you know?
And I love it because, like I said, if I step out and I'm looking like this, you better match my energy or be more. Be more. Because though I don't care about what people have to say, normally I don't want to outshine my husband in any type of way.
Never that.
Who was somebody going to be looking at walking down the street? You or me?
I got ass too. You never know out here in Seattle which one they looking at.
Oh my gosh.
Might be looking at both of us, shit. But no, well, hold on, wait a minute. Because, you know, because you've been pregnant for like 10 years, I feel like you didn't have, your closet would get dated because you would have to get maternity clothes and then come back out of those clothes. And then when you had the kids, since y'all...
Then I can't fit the clothes, so, yeah.
Because my wife is frugal and she will try to get her regular use out of her maternity clothes, which I think is the funniest shit ever. Trying to tuck in these big ass shirts and rolling up the top of the damn maternity pants. Ridiculous, y'all. She's super, super cheap. But that's probably why we're not broke.
Thank you.
That's probably why we're never broke. But no, you know, talk about what I got you for Christmas this year.
Yes. So now, I usually don't buy clothes. I usually don't do anything for myself. I try not to because, like he said, I'm frugal. And so for Christmas, he decided to buy me a whole new wardrobe, which I appreciate. Meaning, one of which is this outfit that I have on here. He does know my style very well, so I do appreciate that. That means he was paying attention, even though his ears don't always work. Those eyes do. So I appreciate that.
You know I'm all about the surprises. That's why
Yes.
I was just paying attention then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. I never thought that my style needed improvement, but like he said, I would be wearing clothes from, you know, the early 2000s. But back to the point of the story is just to talk about self-care and kind of just looking good for your significant other. And most of the time when we get in these relationships, we get comfortable and things fall out, blow up, you know, we just we pay less attention to ourselves. And I know I'm guilty of it. So one of the things a few years ago, I thought, actually during the pandemic, I guess the pandemic, what are we in year 2 of the pandemic?
We are in year 2 and we are on the back end of it, hopefully.
Hopefully. So at the beginning of the pandemic, of course, you know, I always like to get my nails done. Always. I was bummed when I was going to have to walk around with these chicken claws that I have on my fingers because I couldn't get my nails done. So what did I do? I love learning, and I am an advocate of DIY, do it yourself. My hair, do it yourself. My nails, I started doing them myself. Because for me, when I have on nails, it's another sense of confidence, another, you know, tool on my tool belt that helps me build my self-esteem.
And let me tell you, she's so cheap That's why she learned how to do all this shit because, like I said, we get resourceful. I learned how to cut my own hair.
Yeah.
She learned how to cut and trim her nails first, and then she started painting them. And now she's actually better than half the shit I see her get done on her nails. So
thank you.
Yeah, good
I'm
job.
not licensed, so don't hit me up because I'm not trying to be sued for anything that go wrong. So
no, man.
I do my daughters. So if you follow me on social media, you've seen their nails. I do my mom's nails and I do my own nails. But anyway, I've taken to not only doing nails, but sometimes, most of the time throughout the week, I'm going to dress up. I get up in the morning and I go work in my office. There's no need for me to look cute or anything. Half of the time I'm not on camera, so I might even be in a scarf. But instead, I want him to remember what he fell in love with and allow him something to look forward to when he comes home and not that same old.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. See, because I'd have been
the
gone.
same old ordinary that he sees every day. So now I do periodically. I'll dress up. I'll put on makeup. I'll put on a bra.
Yeah, but don't let her try to fool y'all. I might get 15 minutes of that look, and then, but after we eat, she come back downstairs in the ugliest pajamas with a damn bonnet on, face is plain. But no, you do that. You do, and in fact, that's something that I like to do. I don't have to, as a business owner, I don't have to dress up. I don't have to go into work and look nice. But I wear cologne every single day.
Yep.
And I got a ton of cologne, just because I love this, smelling good and stuff like that and having a fragrance. I will dress up just because I know you hate seeing me in my State Farm stuff. So sometimes,
yes,
I'll go. Sometimes I'll go and just dress up and put on a suit. I have suits. I've gotten away from wearing suits, but I do wear suits periodically. I went out and bought a bunch of loafers.
Yep.
Because I know you said you like that. Like I dress for you.
Got you 3 pair for Christmas.
Right. And that's the thing because now point. Sorry, we're not offline. We're at a point. We're at a point where like I'm older now, more mature. We're married, so I can be a little more exploratory with fashions, right? So like before you, I never wore loafers or anything like that. But now I'm like big into loafers now. I'm big into like colored pants, print pants, more of a, what was it called? Metrosexual look, but more masculine. I mean, like it's still not necessarily all the way over the edge, but like, I got skinny jeans, I got straight leg jeans. I like ripped jeans. Sometimes I'll throw on a blazer with ripped jeans and just rock a t-shirt. Like today, I wore this to the office with a black blazer and some, some shoes, and we got to it. So
total 180 change from when I met him.
Well, yeah, because now I'm more. I think the moral of all of this is like when you say like, well, in a relationship, how do you keep the physical attraction? Because that, I think people lose that. It's like we get married and then something happens to the fire. It's not anything really happening to the fire. It's just more so that, one of y'all,
and comfortable,
and you stop caring. You stop, not necessarily stop caring on purpose, but it's just like, well, he loves me or she loves me, so how I look shouldn't matter. And that's, you're absolutely right, but it does. It does matter.
Yeah, and I will say this too is that I do dress up not only for him, but I do it for myself too, because to me it is a confidence booster. You hear us saying that a lot. It is. It truly is, because I want to know that I'm still beautiful. I'm still someone that to desire. I have 3 kids. Yes, I'm a mom first, but at one point in time, I was sexy. I was, desirable. I was someone to lust over.
What you mean was?
So I know.
Is. Continue.
Yeah, but before, when you're not in a relationship, you get told that all the time. Now it's just one person telling you that. So to validate my own or his feelings about myself, I want to feel sexy. I want to feel desirable. And also, you do that in a relationship so that, again, they have something to look forward to that's not ordinary. because you don't want their eyes to wander, right? I think that if you keep it spicy, keep it exciting in your marriage or in your relationship, there's less room for distractions and naysayers and people that are going to come in and cause eyes to wander.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I think it's just you owe it. You know, you owe it to your partner. You owe it to your partner because I don't think anybody goes into a relationship and says things will change. Mm-hmm. Like everybody goes into relationships thinking like this is why I'm going into a relationship, like because you're this attractive, because you know you make me laugh, or you make me feel good inside, or you the way you love me, the way you love my kids, if you like going at it with new relationship with kids. But it's more than just being like, oh, let me just do it every Wednesday, I'll just dress up. You really have to put some thought and effort into making it more spontaneous, like making it a point to say, hey, look, just so you know, I'm still the person that you fell in love with. I can still get sexy. Right. I know that's not something we always do, but for me, I think it helps me keep those thoughts out of my head about maybe stepping out, because it helps, it reduces the amount of things I can pin on you when we're fighting, because I'm like, well, now, well, seriously, because it's like, I'm not mad. Like, I can be mad at you. Cue your music, my music. But I can be mad at you, but I'm not mad to the point where I'm just like, well, what am I even doing here? She don't even keep up with herself, right. And I think a lot of men cheat is not, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. All you niggas out there that cheated, you tell me otherwise. But, this, I think a lot of men cheat. I think it's physical, right? Because then when we have all these other pressures on us from our spouses or our wives or girlfriend, long-term girlfriend, whatever the case may be, we fall back on that. Like, man, she ain't even all that. Look at her. Now she's putting on all this weight. You start nitpicking her, and that's not fair to her. That's not fair to your girl. But I think that's what it is. And to women, it's just like, y'all will be looking fine and body right and everything like that to get us, and y'all do all the freaky shit we like to get us, and y'all are submissive to get us, and then when y'all get us, like, it's calculated. And I get it. We're natural, we're apex predators, so we're just a little more complex, and that's how we hunt. We trick a motherfucker and say, hey, come over here, you're gonna get booty on tap. I'm gonna look this good, and cook for you, clean for you, yeah, whatever you want to do, follow your lead, call your daddy, all whatever that kinky shit y'all into. And then boom, it's hell. Well, it can be hell. And so then you start to think like, because your girl, like, I got you, I'm gonna lay off, and then they start putting on weight, and then you just like, you know what, I'm just gonna step out. But it's not even, physically, if the physical is there and there's an effort there, that could be one less thing you have to stress about. And then you could really narrow down, well, you cheating on me at this point, it ain't because I don't look good. Right. Every time I hear about a celebrity cheating on, like when Eric Benet cheated on Halle Berry, or when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, I'm like, how? Right. How are these kind of women, getting cheated on? Karrueche and Chris Brown, like, the list goes on and on and on. Mm-hmm. The women getting cheated on, Hollywood women that do keep their bodies up, they do keep their shape, and they got money and they're desirable, and niggas still cheat. I got no answer there.
I think it's the opportunity, because they can. Honestly, women throw it at them, and they don't have any self-control, and there it is.
But I feel like women in those positions they just not regular women. Like, they doing all of the freaky shit. I feel like they would be more submissive because they're in a situation where they also have somebody that's desirable. Right. And, they got money. Let's keep it a buck. But I don't know. I guess what we're speaking to are for the
ordinary.
Average.
rich.
Because to me, like if Kiara was rich and famous and she was like, because Zoe Saldana's husband
Oh yeah,
took her. I think I read an article that he took her last name. Which traditionally speaking, the guy gives the girl his last name or whatever. But he said, "No, I'm a Zaldana shit."
Right.
And I'm thinking like, if Kiara was rich and famous, like I would do everything in my power to do right by her.
Yep.
Because I know she has a following. It's different from just being like, well, I know you ain't gonna never meet Tank, or I know you ain't gonna never meet The Rock. Shit, you famous. You might just, and now I'm threatened. Shut your ass. but now I'm threatened. So it's just like, I don't understand Hollywood. I feel like, yeah, maybe they just all need to be single and not have titles. But for regular people, I think a lot of times it starts with the physical attraction.
Yeah.
I've talked to some of my guy friends, and they'll say like, yeah, when I got with her, she was like this. She kind of let herself go. But, we don't want to say that to y'all because, we don't want to hurt y'all feelings or whatever like that. Plus, it's disrespectful and, it's rude, especially since we not helping y'all get in shape.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of guys, we avoid confrontation, and so they just get it elsewhere. That's my theory. But I think a lot of that with us, it was never an issue because I always felt like, you always had the body, that I like at least, And on top of that, most of our arguments, I can always pinpoint to something. Most of the time it's just some bullshit you arguing about, and to me, it's never a big deal.
We know.
Yeah, well,
that's your glass half full mentality, which I love, and that's why you balance me.
Yeah, because I was the only one to stick around with your crazy ass. The only dumb nigga to stay around.
Whatever.
But no, so that's, to me, that I think that's important. When I went out in this Christmas and I got you all of those clothes, I was picking out stuff that I would want to see in you. And, I think guys should get more involved in shopping for the women. Yeah. Not just, the cool thing for dudes to do is just say, hey, babe, here you go. Give them the card. But who you stunting for?
Yeah, exactly. I would prefer you to buy them for me because I don't like to shop anyway. So.
Plus, I don't think you would have picked a lot of the stuff that I got because it was like super sexy. And I don't know if you needed my approval to be like, all right, you can dress sexy like this, but I got you those, body suits with your belly out. And
you
stuff
actually
like that.
helped validate me because shout out to Shine. I downloaded that app and I got a lot of stuff that I would not ordinarily wear because it is like, really sexy. And to me, I'm supposed to be a mom first. So it's really hard for me to step out and be showing anything, any type of skin. Because I'm like, well, I got kids.
Yes, because the girls idolize you.
Yeah.
And they be trying to have their little bellies out.
So those will definitely be just a date night type outfit.
Yeah, and those will be outfits that you'll probably be trying to hand down for years to come. And we going to be in the future wearing 10 suits, and you're going to be out here with some damn $7 shirts that you don't want to give up because ain't no holes in them.
Hell no. If there's nothing wrong with them, they will stay here.
Nope. Oh, my God. So what's, speaking of keeping it up and, keeping it, fresh for your honey slice, your honeydew slice. What is a tip you would give a mom with kids, with a job, who just feels like she doesn't have the time to do her hair and makeup and get sexy? What
you always have the time. So there's a quote out here. And I can't remember the exact wording, but it says something to the degree of you don't have time, you make the time. So I would just say make the time. Make the effort to bring that freshness to your relationship. Make the effort to dress a little bit, less momish, more whatever sexy is in Europe, however you define it for yourself, do that. If that means just brushing your hair a little bit easier, a little bit more on a particular day, and throwing on some lip gloss or throwing on some eyeliner, do it. Take 5 extra minutes to get ready and set your day. And I think that you'll feel better, you'll feel more confident, and your partner will truly appreciate the extra mile you're going for them.
Yes, great advice. Great advice. And yes, as a dad, married to a wife, I would say, fellas, make sure you give your wife time to do these things for you. So, watch the kids so she can get dialed up.
Hello.
I was sitting over here nice and quiet for your whole little recommendation. Now, this is my recommendation time. I shut your motherfucking ass up. Anyway, fellas, I would recommend, just a way to make sure you keeping it spicy for your girl. Not spicy. Keeping up with, look, pay your barbers. Give your barbers the money. Like my barber, I pay whatever he asks and I tip every time. Even if he late, even if I always know he's gonna give me an A1. Even if black barber's always on the phone doing everything else, eating and shit, stepping in and out of the shop. But I always know my haircut's gonna be tight. For one, for two, it's a good feeling, man. And every 2 weeks, I know that I'm getting a haircut. I never even thought to do this, but I now I'm on a bi-weekly schedule with my haircut. I line it up with payday, and it just trickles down because if my hair is always done, and I'm in between cuts now. Look how much it's grown. But if my hair is done, then whatever I put on, I'm gonna feel fly.
Yep.
And it's just a different kind of confidence, and then that confidence translates into everything else. When you get home, your wife like, oh, okay, we get off a different smell. We get off of that, that good funk. And so just make a concerted effort. Get on your barber schedule. If you don't have, the budget for it, maybe try to get a haircut once every 3 weeks. But don't go too far in between. And if you got it, get the money to get some clippers and keep it clean in between cuts. But start there. Start with the grooming. Get some colognes. Let your girl dress you once. She ain't got to get you a bunch of outfits, but just be like, yeah, go get me a couple outfits.
Yes.
Because I was surprised, some of the clothes you pick up, you're like, man, that shit, that's not me. But then I put it on, I was like, it ain't bad, and I get a lot of compliments from every kind of person.
Yeah, anything I buy you, I'm gonna. Of course, I like it. I look at it on the mannequin or on the model, and I know it's gonna look good on you.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, fellas, that's another tip. All you dads and boyfriends out there in a relationship, just buy the shit off the mannequin. Like Express, H&M, Old Navy.
Yep.
Like these are all like mid to low grade stores that got some great fashion. Route 21, I think it's one of them.
Yeah.
Just go in there and get the mannequin shit. Like the mannequins be dressed down.
Sure do.
I've gone and bought whole outfits off the mannequins, and one thing that at my age, I'm 34. Like nobody's checking for me. I feel like nobody's checking for me. Women in my age group, we all grown, we sophisticated, so we not really into like, oh, what kind of shoes you got on and shit like that. Right. Now all you young niggas out there, good luck. I don't know what y'all wear. Like I said, I was never in the name brands, but I will say, like going into a store, buying the mannequin stuff, then you come out, you got your turtleneck on, you got your peak coat, your skinny jeans and your flats, and all of it's your whole outfit's under $150.
Coordinated. That's right.
But you get compliments, and that's really all it should be about. Like, what's the response from what you're wearing, not what you're wearing. So yeah, just
not who you wearing, but how you wearing it.
Yeah. So when in doubt, man, just go in there and snag that shit off the mannequin. And like I said, let your girl dress you. So, did you have anything else you wanted to share with the ladies out there? What about underwear?
I don't really wear much on top, but
yeah, she let them bags fly. Them fun bags.
I don't know. You need to find out what your partner likes to see you in. For you, it's the boy cut.
Yep, I like the boy cut, the V cut panties.
The V cut, yep.
And thongs.
And high-waisted thongs.
Yeah.
And me, I don't care what the damn undergarment look like. But Yes, find out what that looks like because
No. Because I remember a while back I was big into just boxers, and then you.
Okay, I'm saying for myself, but for you, yes, I prefer some where I can see the bulge a little bit because then that
boxer briefs.
Yeah, that gets me in the mood. But yeah, boxes. I mean, it's easy access, and you could see it like swinging in there. But I don't know.
You know, but since I've been wearing boxer briefs, though, it just seems so criminal to have my dick and balls just like drooping free in there. It just feels dangerous, just swinging around, smacking my thighs and stuff. So no, I prefer the briefs now. It keeps everything intact, but it ain't sliding down my leg either. Listen, I'm sounding like I ain't hung or nothing like that, you know. But no,
just be discrediting yourself. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Just whatever you decide to do it first and foremost for yourself, and then do it for your spouse in there or partner. They will appreciate it 100%. But don't get into a relationship and let yourself go. Took us I wouldn't say 14 years. We're at 14 years. Probably took us 12 years to really start.
I say 2/3 of the relationship.
Yep. To really lean into this concept and start to, start looking good for each other, start doing little things to build each other's self-confidence. You don't have to take that long. Learn from us today to just start doing it now.
Yep. And then another thing is just make sure, like I said, as far as underwears go, brothers don't get them holy draws. I mean, that was one of the things I used to keep on hanging on to my draws.
Oh my God, the whole bottom seam be hanging off.
I still got a lot of draws that I'm wearing that I probably should be thrown away. But
yes,
no, get some nice draw. I'll be wearing some draws with print on them sometimes with some cool stuff on them. Women don't care what to do because we just pulling our shit down or pulling it out. But ladies, coming from a man, if your husband ain't gonna tell you, your boyfriend ain't gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you. We want to see you in some sexy shit. Like, don't just, we get it. Your panties and bra ain't gotta match every single time. But like, if it's gonna be a special, if you planning, which a lot of women don't be planning to give no butt up, like we want it. But if y'all like, okay, this tonight I'm engaged in the sexual activity, at least come to the table with your sexiest panties on and the nice bra and put on some perfume, like shave the monkey, you know what I mean?
That's right.
But like little things like that go a long way in keeping a guy home,
That's right.
I like there are men out there who will cheat regardless. A girl could be into everything. I'm talking threesomes, anal, any place, whatever the case may be. Even let you have your own side things, and they still step outside of that. Like Michael Blackson did. Like, to me, nigga, that's the good life. Like, I would never, not to say that's all I want, but I'm just dumb.
I wouldn't be down.
Hey, shut your ass up. Where the hell is my bullshit? Oh. Shit. Oh.
What else?
Bull. That's what I meant to say. I messed it up. But no. We will, men are pretty simple creatures. I say this all the time. We need food. Just food, give us an outlet to do whatever we want, the creative space. So for me, podcasting, playing the games, I got this whole room to do that. And then let us have our toys from time to time and we'll be fine. But our list is short. Y'all list
we gotta scroll.
Exactly. And if y'all can just learn how to dumb down that list and get on our level, life would be so much easier, including like, just looking good. Like if you looking good every now and then being extra hella freaky every now and then, it'll probably be less divorce rates. It'll be less cheating.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, y'all see this. Remember that smile she talked about where it's a fake smile? No, yeah.
I'm in 100% agreement.
Yeah, and then
I concur.
She about to say but. So but.
No but. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, well, I think you only agreeing because as soon as I hit in recording, You be like, man, that was some bullshit. Blah blah blah. blah. We're gonna go back to the same.
Yeah, speaking of which, you always putting me on the spot. I'm sorry about those intros, y'all, man. I don't even know he be recording me.
Yeah, if we got scratching, that's the point of the intros, is get scratching your titty. So
that's terrible.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
Check us out on YouTube. Everywhere there are podcasts is where we are, minus SoundCloud. We're still working on getting on SoundCloud, and Pandora still got our shit held up. It's been almost 3 months, but we're pretty much on every other site. So check us out. Love Social is the show, at Love Social on social media. You can follow the Love Social page as well. Kiara posts all of her nail videos on there.
That's right.
And I'm gonna get back to doing some streaming video games and stuff like that. It's just been a rough break from the show. So we love y'all. I'm down below. Those are my handles. And then Kiara, you're gonna point up. Yes, there you go. This is Love Social. I am Alon, aka CJ from the Ski. That's Kiara, and we are out of here.